Hello all, my name is Krish Naik and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, many people have asked me this specific query. Krish, give us some ideas about real world data science projects, right? How can we actually build a real world data science project? Now, I can understand guys, because many people are working in different technology, they have their own projects and they are doing different things in their specific company. The first suggestion I always try to give them is that please try to see whether you can implement any data science pipeline in your previous project itself. Can you automate some of the thing? Can you automate some task, right? And there are some people who have actually considered this request and they try to do multiple things. They try to create a proof of concept. But still many people are stuck because they don't do that kind of work, and it becomes very difficult to think out of the box, like what things needs to be implemented with respect to data science. So today in this video I'll be talking about what is the minimum requirement of a real world data science project, right? What all things should be at least there, so that at least you can put that thing in your resume, which looks better in front of the interviewer, and definitely you should be able to explain all those things that you specifically do. Now, please make sure that you watch this video till the end, because there are definitely some kind of announcements that I'm actually going to talk about. Okay, so to start with, always understand guys, I know most of the people when they are learning, they use data sets which is already in the CSV format, or which is in a format that is already available in Kaggle or some open source dataset platform. But if I probably talk about real world data science project, please keep the habit, of probably reading dataset from data pipelines or from some cloud APIs. How you can do it, I will let you know just in a minute. Okay, so let me go ahead and let me explore and show it to you, like how you can probably start, how you can think of a problem statement. And remember, don't just practice with the CSV dataset. That is good for practice, right? But once you have learned something, I think this is the approach that you really need to follow. So without wasting any time, I will be sharing my screen. So here it is. First of all, if anybody has any problem with respect to any data set, this is not a sponsored video guys. Here you have many different data set with respect to different domain problems, right? Let's say that I want to probably do text analysis. So I will go ahead and click on text analysis. You have Google Translate API, you have Lingua Robot, you have text similarity. Let's say you want to create a chatbot, right? You want to do sentiment analysis. You can do multiple things. Like let's see this. There's a JS spell checker. You want to integrate in your tool. There's so many different things. Now, similarly, if I probably go and see with respect to sports, right? Let's say you are interested to create a project that is related to sports. Let's say I want the API with respect to the basketball teams and how they are specifically performing, right? This all are so many different things are there. See that there is odds, there is standings. You'll be able to see the standing stages, groups, seasons, what all seasons with respect to that season, you'll be able to get all the information, right? And using this API is very simple, right? What you have to do, you have to go over here, convert this into a Python code if you want to probably write it in Python, right? And over here you can see a request, and you can just copy this, right? And just paste it over there after subscribing to this particular API. These all are completely free. Like initially they'll not even charge you anything, because if you probably see with respect to the pricing, here you just have to use the basic one. You don't have to use this just for creating a project for knowledge sake, right? So don't go ahead and purchase this instead, unless and until you're not building a business. Okay, you can probably take this 100 per day request, you can basically apply for it, right? And 10 requests per minute, you can just there'll be some limitation, but this is very good. But the best thing will be that once you use this endpoint, right? Once you use this endpoint, you can store this in a specific database, right? Now I am trying to just give you some ideas through which, like if you are specifically solving a problem statement, you solve it in a way which adds as a real world experience. So one database is with respect to MongoDB, right? Now in MongoDB, there is something called as MongoDB Atlas. You don't have to install it in your local machine. Use MongoDB Atlas in the cloud server. They give you some type of free resources. Try to use that and try to upload the entire data set over here. So that first data collection part is basically done. Then After that, you have to clean the data. All that simple life cycle of a data science project will go ahead in the way that how you are doing. So now two things that you have specifically done, the data collection and the life cycle of a data science project, where you perform EDA, you perform feature engineering, you perform feature selection, probably you create the model. And once you create the model, the next part is with respect to the deployment, right? Now, with respect to deployment, I would suggest everyone to learn about GitHub Action at least, okay? Now, GitHub Action is must for creating your CI/CD pipeline. And with the help of GitHub Action, you can deploy in any cloud like you want. Like you want to go ahead with AWS, GCP, Azure, you can definitely use this, okay? Now, when you integrate all these amazing things, right? First, think about the problem statement, what you really want to do, right? Go to this website and think whether you have that specific API or not. Once you have that specific API, go ahead and select it and just see the kind of data that you're getting. If everything is matching with respect to your problem statement, take this entire data set, put it in your MongoDB, and then pull the data from the MongoDB and play with the entire lifecycle of a data science project, right? And then with the help of GitHub Actions, by creating CI/CD pipelines, try to deploy that solution in the cloud, right? Now, when you do all these things, there are so many different things to speak in the interview, right? Speak in the interview. See guys, I'm not going to give you ideas like take up this project, take up that project. Here are all the projects that are available. You can go with flight data APIs, you can go with free top translation APIs, top weather APIs, you can create a chatbot, you can do multiple things, right? And at the end of the day, if nothing is coming in your mind, go and just ask ChatGPT, it will give you the answer. So first thing, data is required. Second thing, you integrate that data probably in some kind of database, you push it. Then third thing, you implement the entire life cycle. And the fourth thing, with the help of GitHub Action, try to create a CI/CD pipeline and try to deploy it, right? Now, these all things, once you do, trust me, you will be able to explain the interviewer multiple things. Fourth amazing thing that you can specifically do, this all public APIs that you have, right? You can create amazing dashboard and reports using Power BI also. Once you probably upload it in the MongoDB, just take that entire data set, automate that entire thing with the help of Power BI or Tableau, and just try to create that reports and just create in such a way that it has most of the important information, and it should be scheduled in a daily manner so that the report gets pushed in the form of mail. So once you send all those things, you have a lot of things to talk about. Okay. One more amazing thing is that is from the YouTube data API. Okay. From YouTube data API, you can actually create an amazing project with so many different parameters and so many different KPIs. Okay. So definitely use this, all the thing. And one bigger announcement is that I'm soon going to start end-to-end machine learning project. It will be coming in the recorded mode because I asked for people whether I should take a live session or not, but many of them suggested, please go ahead with the recordings. Okay. So please make sure that keep ready. Now the competition is high. Okay. Whenever you practice, make sure that you practice in this specific way where you have a data coming from somewhere. You apply the life cycle of a data science project. For learning purpose, I would definitely say use the CSV file, learn it, make your base stronger. But once you're looking for a real world data science project, do it. At the end of the day, if you want to practice more and more, definitely internship projects are there in iNeuron. Definitely check it out. You will be able to participate and try to see that how your level is, right, with respect to implementation. So yes, this was it from my side. I hope you like this particular video. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day ahead. Thank you, one all. Bye bye. Take care.